A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. Any man may easily do harm, but not every man can do good to another. A hero is born among 100. A wise man is found among 1,000. But an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. A library of wisdom is more precious than all wealth, and all things that are desirable cannot be compared to it. Whoever therefore claims to be zealous of truth, of happiness, of wisdom, or knowledge must become a lover of books. All things will be produced in superior quantity and quality and with greater ease when each man works at a single occupation in accordance with his natural gifts and at the right moment without meddling with anything else. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Apply yourself both now and in the next life. Without effort, you cannot be prosperous. Though the land be good, you cannot have an abundant crop without cultivation. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body, but knowledge, which is acquired under compulsion, obtains no hold on the mind. Better a little which is well done than a great deal imperfectly. Entire ignorance is not so terrible or extreme an evil, and is far from being the greatest of all. Too much cleverness and too much learning, accompanied with ill bringing up, are far more fatal. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. We do not act rightly because we are excellent. In fact, we achieve excellence by acting rightly. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. If a man neglects education, he walks lame to the end of his life. Ignorance of all things is an evil, neither terrible nor excessive, nor yet the greatest of all. But great cleverness and much learning, if they be accompanied by a bad training, are a much greater misfortune. Justice means minding one's own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. Knowledge, which is acquired under compulsion, obtains no hold on the mind. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. People are like dirt. They can neither nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. The learning and knowledge that we have is, at the most, but little compared with that of which we are ignorant. The direction in which education starts, a man will determine his future in life. The beginning is the most important part of the work. The untrained mind keeps up a running commentary, labeling everything, judging everything. Best to ignore that commentary. Don't argue or resist. Just ignore. Deprived of attention and interest, this voice gets quieter and quieter and eventually just shuts up. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help and what they cannot. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depends upon himself and not upon other men, has adopted the very best plan for living happily. This is the man of moderation, the man of manly character and of wisdom. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawless. There's a victory and defeat, the first and best of victories, the lowest and worst of defeats, which each man gains or sustains at the hands not of another, but of himself. Those who intend on becoming great should love neither themselves nor their own things, but only what is just, whether it happens to be done by themselves or others. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something.